Hi there, this is Dani, and the channel is You and Me Living Free. And today we are at Glacier National Park, and it is amazing. Okay, I know I say that sometimes, but you are going to see. First of all, can we just take a second and appreciate my selfie game? I'm actually putting effort into improving, just in case you couldn't tell, like 3 different versions of this thing. I always have such a huge smile that I thought I'd try one without, and it was kind of funny. And there we go. That's back to more my normal. Anyway, lots of work on the selfie game, just in case you couldn't tell. And on this trip are my other 2 partners in crime, Sharon and Debbie. Debbie on the right, Sharon in the middle. Today we are talking about Logan Pass. So for anyone who doesn't know, Logan Pass is the most scenic part of Glacier National Park. It cuts right through the middle of the park, and they wanted reservations though from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. So we started our journey down Logan Pass at 5 p.m. to try to avoid the reservation times that were required. So if you're headed out to the park, just know that. But it is kind of a long road and you go very slowly. So make sure you give yourself plenty of time, because sunset was about 8 p.m. We knew we definitely had to be back before then. Deb actually did the driving. Here's us at the main visitor center. Look at this. Look at that view from the parking lot. It's just, I run out of superlative adjectives, right? Like I need to consult a thesaurus to get the majesty and the magnificence of this place. There just aren't really words. And I don't want to sound like a broken record using the same words all the time, but I just can't help it. It's more just kind of pure awe. And I have to confess that when we first came into the main part of the park and started driving, I got hit with such a wave of emotion that I was doing the ugly cry, and Sharon and Deb were in the car kind of looking at each other like, what is going on here? And finally Sharon is like, what, are you stressed because of the heights? Because they know about my fear of heights. She goes, do you need to do some tapping? But that wasn't it, not yet anyway, because I was just in awe. And sometimes I just get a tear or two just from the gratitude and the beauty of being somewhere. And other times, literally, it's like the ugly cry. It's like, honestly, when I first got to the Oregon coast after being in 100-degree temps and stuff, I just started bawling like a baby. When I saw the majesty of these mountains and was in this place, I felt the same kind of thing. Of course, it's very different, but just this complete awe, this complete wonder at being able to witness what I'm witnessing. On this, you're going to start to see here this big drop off that we've got going on, and it was considerable. And Logan Pass, even though I have driven through the Rocky Mountain National Park, I've driven through, Yellowstone, Grand Teton, a lot of these places, nothing was like this road at Logan Pass. Nothing prepared me for this, and I was doing tapping. I could not have driven this on my own. Deb was actually driving the car, and I was in the back seat on the driver's side, where I could do some recording and stuff and actually get a really good view. There's the road coming up and the road that we're on, just to give you some kind of idea of what this place was like. Of course, my videos really try to give you just a little taste. Okay, this is me from the back seat looking through the front, and this is what we're talking about here. I don't know which is worse, being on the side with the rocks so that you feel like you're going to hit them constantly, or being on the side with the drop off. Actually, this side did feel a little bit safer, and this was going from the east side of the park to the west side of the park. This side felt a little bit safer because at least if we were going to crash, we were going to crash into the rock, most likely, instead of crashing over the edge. There were so many people that came across that yellow line, you would not believe it. So many stressful things about this situation. Thank goodness my friend Deb was driving. I couldn't have done it, and I would have missed out.
Well, I'm just glad we're going this way, Danny. That we're not over there. If we were over there and you were up here, we'd be having to give you CPR.
Okay, that was just a snippet of the original audio that I had to leave in. My friend Sharon is from Georgia. She's a retired school teacher, and she's hilarious. We were cracking up at her all the time. The three of us really were a good match, and I thanked Deb so many times, but I'm going to thank her again right now for doing this drive. I feel like Logan Pass and this whole area were the most beautiful parts of the park that we saw. Our visit was kind of short because, of time constraints and things, but this was definitely my favorite part, the most gorgeous part of the park. And it breaks my heart to think I would have missed it if I was here on my own, because I would not have been able to drive this. I don't care how much tapping I did, I wouldn't have been able to do it. So a huge thank you to Deb and to Sharon, and to you for watching. You made it to the end of another video. Thank you. I'll catch you next time.